Religious life is a closer following after Christ. It is a life of self-giving love. Religious devote themselves to God with an undivided heart. The term religious refers to all brothers, sisters, monks, nuns and friars, including great historical figures such as Saint Francis, Saint Dominic and Saint Benedict. But here we will focus on women religious, who hold a special place in the Church, being able to express the full reality of being brides of Christ. Women religious also appear among the multitude of great figures of history, such as Saint Clare, Saint Bernadette, Saint Therese of Lisieux, and Saint Teresa of Avila. The vow of poverty is a radical way to respond to the gospel and an expression of the following of Christ. Religious are to be both poor in fact and in spirit, entrusting themselves to the providence of God. They are to share their material goods with one another and use them to support the needs of the Church and of the poor. Religious poverty reminds us all that we can never truly be at home here in this world, since we are waiting to reach our heavenly homeland, where we will finally possess the one thing necessary. The vow of chastity is an expression of their spousal relationship with Christ, by which they commit their whole self, body and soul. It frees them to love God with an undivided heart and love others with a more spiritual love. As brides of Christ, they speak openly, honestly and lovingly towards Christ their spouse through prayer. This demands that they direct their mind to Christ regularly throughout the day, allowing Christ to work toward conforming their minds to his. Religious chastity is an expression of a profound relationship, the image of the heavenly bride of the Church, being united to her heavenly husband for all eternity. The vow of obedience has total surrender to God as its goal. It is a total response to God with one's whole being, the conformity of the mind and heart with God. It breaks the fetters of prideful self-will, freeing them so that they can bind themselves more completely to God alone, and to be closer followers of Christ, saying, "Not my will, but thy will be done." Religious women proclaim and anticipate the coming of the kingdom of heaven. They are the brides of Christ, awaiting the coming of the bridegroom with their oil lamps lit, when they will share in the heavenly wedding banquet.